Hello, it's time for my initial impressions of the Spyderco Native 5 G10 handles, 15V steel. This is a sprint run. Stand by while I tell you my initial impressions of this knife. That introduction was filmed after my unboxing and first impressions, which you are about to see. I have not opened this yet. I haven't even checked it. I just opened it that much to make sure that I got the correct knife. There's a couple things I want to talk about. So these are other natives that I have. I have the Salt MagnaCut S110V and Maximate. The reason I have these out here now is because all of the natives that I have had are FRN. And most, if not all of them, have this issue opening where they have this weird little click. Right there. Sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't. That one drops pretty good. Click. Right there, there's a little click. I don't know if you guys have noticed that with yours, but the FRN ones have that thing. I don't know if it's to do with the blade. Anyway, I just don't know if the G10 one's gonna do it. It might. I just wanted to show that first so that we can see how the action is compared to these. That one really clicked that time. Let's see. So here's the knife. I really like the looks of the G10 already. Already, just looking at it and holding it in my hand this much, I can tell that it's a much nicer package and it doesn't have the weird Lego-y vibe of these lightweight plastic ones. They do feel Lego-y. But I can also tell you this G10 is noticeably heavier. So it has a nicer feel about it. I have been put off from buying G10 natives before today because the G10 versions are usually $60 to $70 more than the FRN ones. I don't know why. I know that G10 is more costly to make, especially in the United States, but it seems like a lot of money, so that has put me off a little bit. It kept me from buying one, but here we go. Now I have one, so we'll see. All right, moment of truth. So just on one deployment, about that. It has some grease on it. Again, I had not messed with this yet, so sorry, I had not messed with this yet. I wanted to get my actual impression opening that. Just this early already, just with one opening and nothing else, I can tell you that it feels like a much nicer knife than these FRN plasticky ones. These are very light. These probably are very carryable. This feels like a nicer knife. So far, doesn't have that stick issue that I mentioned with the FRN ones. So the opening is a better experience. This area up here, a little bit sharp. Yeah, it's more radius on the FRN ones. It's still kind of sharp, but not as much as on this. This is sharp up there. The jimping feels really good. Handle feels really good. You can squeeze hard. It doesn't hurt. At least not yet. Up in the choil, it's comfortable. That position, all these positions, it's very comfortable. No problem accessing the hole. Sometimes these holes get a little bit eclipsed. which can make it a little harder to engage. Sometimes, so far not a problem at all. Not drop shutty, but it might loosen up, we'll see. Rock solid. So, there we're getting it. Let's do an edge check. Feels very, very sharp. Wow, this is extremely sharp. Quite a bit of toothiness. I think this edge has a little bit more teeth on the factory edge than my Manex Lightweight and 15V did. And the apex feels slightly narrower. It feels like it's really, really thin. See what we got. Let's try this catalog paper. Very sharp. Shaving my arm hair like crazy. The edge on this out of the box is exceptionally good. This is very, very well done factory edge from Spyderco. Way to go. So, initial thoughts, very impressed with this. The G10 feels good, feels like a definite upgrade, feels like a nicer knife. Definitely notice the heftiness more than the FRM versions. This area is a little bit sharper, but I'm going to carry this thing. I'm going to test it out. I have not carried or tested an actual native in any variety. I have done a rope test, an edge retention test with this Maximate, but I have not actually carried any native in any actual testing way. So this will be my first go at that. I was actually just getting very, very, very close to carrying and testing this Maximate version, but then this came out, so we're gonna do him first. So I'll carry this knife, I'll use this knife. I will tell you my thoughts and impressions on it as the time goes on. So watch for that. The other natives are moved aside for now, and this Sprint Run 15V Sprint Run Edition G10 is going to be the focus of my attention. And I'll keep you guys posted.